Okay, hi guys. Hello. I hope you guys are all having a good and blessed Ostara. I have been distracted. Distracted a lot. I was supposed to get the notes done from last night and have the homework to hand out. That did not happen. Uh, I've been distracted by several things today, so I apologize. Um, Poor Dana has not had a very good day, so I have been, communicating with her. And one of the people in the healing group suggested that we do a new grid for her and activate a new grid, so I thought that was a good idea. It needed kind of a refresher anyway. So I have made a new grid upstairs that we're going to activate. And then I'm going to take a really short break just to kind of reset and grab my Ostara stuff. And then we'll do a meditation that I found for Ostara. And we'll do a talk about Ostara first, about what Ostara means and what we can pull from Ostara, which is really relevant to a lot of the things that we're going through today. So hello to everyone. Let me see who's here. Silver Moon and Steven, Witchy in the Woods. Hi, Deb. Susie, Amber, Long Hair, Skinny Eyed Toe. Hello. Hi, Donna. Sarana and Susie and Donna and Johnny Dragon. Hi. Let me just explain what I did with the grid hi, Shauna and Kelsey, to kind of refresh it, change up the energy. It really needed to be changed and refreshed, and I decided to do a couple different things. I'm going back to white candles when I add the big candle after doing the element candles. I'm going to go back to a white candle. I've been doing black to kind of banish negativity, which is still important, but I feel like the energy shift with today, the light and dark being in balance, that's kind of an energy shift that needs to happen in a lot of different areas. So, okay, so I think I'm going to take this. Uh-oh, you're quarantined with a fever? Well, good luck, sweetheart. We'll send a healing to you, too. I'm sure you will be okay. It's okay. I just got here, Leanne. I haven't even shown the grid at all. So we're just kind of refreshing and renewing and doing something different with this grid. So I'm gonna switch the camera around and show you what I've done with it before we activate it. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So first of all, I brought it upstairs, which is a little bit different. To activate it, I have pulled in the element candles again. She is a new addition to Dana's healing. We've had different skulls that have stepped up, but she is going to direct the healing for a while anyways. She is fluorite and is blue and purple and a little bit of green fluorite in there. And so she's here to kind of direct the energy. There's a lot of fluorite in this grid, which really has a lot of energy pulling. So fluorite really for me is about connections. It's really strengthening the connections that we have with each other and with our separate energies and really focusing that healing to where it needs to be. And so to that point, I have incorporated my big fluorite tower here. Again, green, that healing fluorite to pull that healing energy in. And then I have put the goddess in the center. So that triple goddess energy pulling from the maiden, the mother, and the crone energy. Around, I don't know if you can tell because of the spring cloth here, but around that is also natural fluorite octahedrons. And so there's 4 of them around that. And then around the actual pentacle here, there is 4 Gaia stones. So we are pulling Mother Earth healing from the 4 Gaia stones to pull that healing energy from Mother Earth and allow her to help heal. Then we have 4 amethyst points that we're going to intensify that energy. And the amethyst is about not only healing, which amethyst is great for healing, but also for calming, for that, I don't want to say, calm and secure and non-frightening energy, which, you know, needs to be where we need it right now. And then we have Thulite. So I don't know if you know very much about Thulite. Yes, please do. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate it because it's hard to see without those caps. Thulite is, for me, what rose quartz does for a lot of people. Thulite is a very loving stone. That's this pink, this real deep, deep pink. Thulite is an extremely loving stone. And so I wanted that love energy to connect to all the 4 cardinal points that I have set up here. So the Gaia stone is connecting to the Thulite, which then connects to Kyanite here, which is puts everything into balance. And aligns and recharges all chakras completely on 2 of these points. And then on the other 2 cardinal points that we have set up, it is moss agate, which is very, very healing, and lepidolite wands. Lepidolite is that calm, moss agate is heal. So this is very, very much healing and calming energy that we're pulling in for Dana and for all those who need healing right now, right? There are 2, one on this side and one on this side, blue lace agates. That is to allow everyone to speak their truth, continue communication, and calm communication. Very understandable, allowing you to communicate your needs very clearly. There is the obsidian arrowheads here, and that is specifically to all negativity before it gets to the center of the grid. So you'll notice that those arrowheads are pointing inwards. So it's going to take any negativity in through there and cut it at the source before it gets to the center of our grid. And then finally, around the edge of the grid, you'll see this really pretty green kind of chatoyance on their stone. And that surrounds the entire grid. If we stand up here and see the entire grid, that surrounds the entire grid. And that is green moonstone. That's kind of a rare stone. It's hard to find. That green moonstone energy is going to protect all the energies that we are creating and enhancing in this grid. And it's going to protect any fake energy, anything that is not for the greater good. It's going to get rid of that and recycle that out. Green moonstone recycles energy from what you don't need and recycles it into what you do need, what you want into there. And so that is the new grid. I did leave a little besom here. Before I light these candles, I'm going to cleanse the energy that is in here. Before I lit the candles, you don't know what kind of energy you have allowed to get into the grid here. And so we will kind of use the besom to refresh any energies that have come through here before we light the candle. All right. Who else do we have here? Sherry Bug. Hi, honey. Yay. Good, good, good. Hi, Kay. You finished getting caught up with homework? Yay. I'm glad you did, Kay. I did not. I was supposed to have that homework and those notes done for you today, and it just did not occur. Between Ostara and trying to refresh my own energy and kind of taking a little bit of a break this morning. That was very much needed. And then I have to tell you all that with everything that's going on, Peter went in for a little while and made the decision to not go back to that job, which I don't blame him at all. He works at Home Depot, or he worked at Home Depot until today. And he walked in just as they were sending out an email to say that they're starting to close the store as of tonight at 6 o'clock. And so he was like, okay, and what are we going to be doing? And they said, we're going to be like cleaning the store and stuff. And he's like, okay, do you have masks then? Because that store is extremely dust and dirt, and the stuff that is stacked up is really nasty and kind of disgusting. And they said, well, we'll look into that and see if maybe that's something we could acquire. And he said, yeah, I'm not, he's a smoker. And so that's bad enough. And I'm worried about him anyways, that, you know, if he gets this as a smoker, it's a respiratory thing. And so he said, yeah, you know what? I'm not your cleanup crew here for nothing. You don't have the proper equipment to clean. I'm not here for that. I'm a sales associate. That's what you hired me for. That's it. And so I fully supported him in that. I'm glad, because I don't want him to get respiratory issues right before, you know, I potentially may be exposing him to that. Exactly. So we kind of have been figuring out what we're going to be doing, you know, with less income than we had. I'm kind of wondering what I'm going to be doing, you know, when I go back. And love, love, love my ancestral path deck. Yay! Oh, good. I'm so glad. You're welcome. It is a very cool deck. So, all right. So we are, I was kind of hoping Dana would be here, but I know it's been a tough day for her. So I absolutely don't blame her. I know she'll watch this back. I know. I wonder if I can get away with. Thank you. I think so too, Kim. I really do. I feel like we'll be all right. It's, you know, it's a little scary no matter what for everyone. Everyone is going through scary stuff. And we just have to hang on and love each other through it. And I have faith, guys. I have faith that the universe works out the way it's supposed to. Have been talking about today, and I fully agree that we really feel like Mother Earth is kind of readjusting things. That there's, along with, we've been talking time about a new awakening, that people are awakening to energies that they had not acknowledged before, that people are learning to connect to the earth before like they never have. And then I feel like Mother Earth is kind of going, okay, you didn't really want to address this pollution problem that you're trying to kill me. Well, guess what? I'm going to address it and realign things. So you're not going to be able to, pollution-wise, kill me as much as you think. It was very interesting to see the rivers in Venice, the canals in Venice have, you can see the fish in them for the first time in decades. You don't have to think I believe, Sherry Bug. Come on now. You know I say that all the time. You can believe however you want to believe. In fact, I encourage you to do that. And I'd love to hear, on your channel. I would love to hear what you believe too. I hope that you all have your own opinions and thoughts on everything that happens. But I do think it's very interesting that without the boats going through the canals in Venice, suddenly we can see the fish. The waters are clear for the first time in decades. That's okay. There was a dolphin in the canals in Venice this morning for the first time, and they said 100 years. That's unbelievable. Because they're not running the boats through there, because they are in lockdown. They suddenly are bringing back wildlife that has been staying away, that they have not been able to see through the crud that was in their canal system. Pretty interesting that there are some good things that are coming with this reset that seems to be happening in the world. This is going to be a turning point in all of our lives. I fully believe that, like most of us at 9/11 and say, well, that was before 9/11. And you know what? The earth changed a lot. The world changed a lot after 9/11. So when we look back at certain points in time, at this point now we say, well, that was before 9/11, things were different. I fully believe we're at another point in history that it will be, oh, that was before the corona pandemic. That was before that. Things way differently before that. After that, things changed a lot. And we learned new lessons. And we decided to live a different way. She is birthday. Yes, I think that we're going to learn things differently. We're going to be able to leave things a different way. I don't believe in any deity being a supernatural chess player. Yeah, I don't either. I don't know if I'm not saying it right, or I just believe that this is a point of change in history. That, the environment could only take so much before it's out of that. And that doesn't mean that was a designed plan to this is what was going to happen. I just think it is reached a breaking point, and things happened that were then going to correct some of the mistakes that we've made. I don't think that's necessarily a conscious thing. I just think that is kind of a karmic, a consequence and actions thing. Moment, yes, for sure. Nature readjusting, exactly. And we as a society as a whole we're going to have to start to think of things differently. It'll be after, that's right, a reset. After the coronavirus, after this pandemic, we learned things differently and we decided to live a different way. Right? Someone trying to eat the wrong cat. Yes, that must be it. Exactly. That's exactly it. Yeah, tower moment for sure. And exactly. And in a tower moment, what do we talk about with the tower? Have we done the tower study? I don't think we have. I'm trying to remember if we have. Oh, maybe. Have we done the tower? We might have. I feel like, I don't know. Anyways, when we talk about the tower, what we talk about is, yes, it's a breaking down. Yes, it seems at the time it's never an easy transition phase. It's definitely a breaking down of what we feel to be the norms, how our life is going. But at the end of it, the dust settles and suddenly, because that tower has broken down, we can see something that we never would have seen without that breakdown. Suddenly we have that aha moment of, oh my goodness, of course the tower had to come down. It sucked. It was awful. I hated it. That transition was terrible. But of course that had to happen, because look, we never would have seen this aha thing. So absolutely, tower moment is a perfect way to say that. I just drew Mr. Rogers on my IG story talking about self-isolating and like it's a tough welcome to the neighborhood of hermitness, right? Maybe I should use a cloth towel for a napkin instead of wasting paper towels. Right? Yep. Something I should have been doing all along. And we're all doing that. We're all going, oh, wow, wait a second. Maybe I should change things a little. Excuse moi. Did you all hear that huge, giant size belch? So, yes. Absolutely, I believe that. Everyone hit your thumbs up button. Okay, we're going to activate this grid. Okay, let me show you again real quick. For those of you who have just come in, we've made a new grid. Yes, March 31st is Austin's birthday for Dana's healing. Frankie, no, actually that was the not the youngest, but the littlest. He hates when I call him that. But Dustin is the smallest of all the boys. Oh, he hates that. I hope he didn't hear that because he'll be like, yes. Okay. So I am going to lower this down so you all can see the grid while we're activating it. Hopefully. There we go. Okay. I did not yet, Dylan. I have to say, though, now that we are home for days, I'm really looking forward to kind of cleaning some things this weekend. So I think is lying in wait for me to find it at this point. Thank goodness. Okay, everyone take a big breath with me. Yes. All right, so first I'm going to use the besom here. We're going to wipe away, cleanse some of the negative energies, some of the energetic things that have come into this grid since I started setting it up. So we are thinking as we sweep this negativity out of this grid. We want no negative energy to stay. We are resetting all of the energy in this grid and energizing every single point that is in this grid to do its best healing for Dana and for all who need healing right now. Absolutely. Okay. Whew. Now, don't forget, when we are all done with this, I'm going to take about 10 minutes to gather all my Ostara stuff, and we'll do an Ostara, we're going to do a meditation and a talk about what Ostara is and how we can use that energy, okay? So I'm going to start by lighting the candle for the north. I have already created this circle. I'm asking all the energies of the north, of earth, to enter this grid, to come and help us cleanse, renew, and heal the work that we have to do here. Thank you. We move to the east. I ask the energies of the east to come in to add your energies of air and wind, of power, of regeneration, rejuvenation. We ask that that wind whip through and pull the energies from the east to help bring in the healing and peace and comfort that is needed in this grid. We light the candle of the south and fire. We ask all those fire energies to sparkle, to flame, to come into this grid and renew, light this energy aflame. Bring in your warmth to help heal and set afire all the negative energies, to heal all the energy that we need, and to light that peace energy to all the peaceful connections that it is going to connect to. And finally, those energies in the west, the powers of water, emotion, that love comes from the west. We ask those energies to come in, help us to energize, reawaken, join us in adding our spirit energy into the grid here. We know that Dana needs refreshing. We know that a lot of people in the world right now need refreshing. We ask that those who need it can connect to this grid and to pull the healing, the love, the peace, the comfort that they need to pull from this grid. That they join their energies with us, connect throughout the world, and help us to renew Dana and all who need the energies of this grid. We ask that it refreshes them, that it heals those areas in their life and their body that need healing. We ask Mother Gaia to flow your vines of healing throughout Dana and all those who need it. That you pull whatever impurities out that are not needed, and that you flow that healing energy through her body and all those who ask to connect. As we ask this, so may it be. Perfect, you guys. Beautiful. Whew. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, do you feel that? I do. Whew. Warm hands. I ask that if you have healing energies that you want to connect to that you just bring up a picture of this, pause it, whatever, add your to this energy. Go right ahead and add that. It will add very simply. There's they are ready to add whatever energies you want to add to that. If you don't do a grid, you just want to add your healing work, your healing energies, your connection to that, please do. It's ready for that. Absolutely ready. Okay? And Dana, when you watch this back, honey, we know that your life is in the shitter right now. We know that it is so hard for you right now to even lift your head off the pillow some days, that you have been discouraged lately, that the people in your life have not allowed you to heal and flourish the way that you need to. And this grid is also to help wake them up, to help them know that you need their help, that you cannot get through this without their love and their respect and their energy. So give me about 10 minutes, guys, and I will be back on. We're going to talk about what Ostara is and do a special meditation. I found an incredible meditation that the universe just kind of threw into my lap today that is going to be especially for Ostara, okay? So I love you. Hit that like button on the way out so that more people can see this, add their energies in to help heal those who need it. And I love you. I'll be back.